Hi, everyone. So my name is Deborah, and I'm doing this video because I've noticed that on YouTube, there are so many videos about FTD, frontotemporal dementia, and they are heart-wrenching. I'm in a similar situation. I lost my husband, very handsome surfer artist, and I lost him after being with him for 17 years. And he passed exactly 17 years to the day, New Year's Day, from the first day that I met him. And that was in 2017. So this is really meant to be more of an inspirational kind of video. I want to know that you're going to make it, you're going to survive this. I'm living proof of it. So I said my name is Deborah, and um, Deborah means warrior in the Bible. And my parents named me for that Deborah, but I didn't know how or if that was even going to show up in my life. But it did with Marty. And it's such a journey. And you might say, how bad did it get? Well, you know how bad it gets. And the unfortunate thing is that other people don't really understand it. You and I get it because we're going through it now, or we finished it, or we survived it. But when we try to explain it to others, they don't really get it. Here's how bad it got for me. So I had been caregiving Marty for probably 8 years, although I didn't really know it. And I didn't know what he had until just a year before he passed. I was back home. I was visiting my family in Alabama, and I was just praying. And I had prayed many times before. I said, I can't take anymore. I just don't, I don't want to live anymore. I can't stand it. I can't stand to see someone that I love so very much suffer like this. I can't take it anymore. Where are you, God? What are you going to do about this? And so I made this final kind of plea, and I'm like, look, I don't care if you take me out. You're going to have to kill me or Marty. You're going to have to take us out because I'm not going to make it. And like I said, I just didn't care if it was me. So there was this beautiful ray of sunshine that came down through the clouds, and um, it hit the earth, it hit the land, and I knew God was up to something, and I knew it was something good. But what I expected is that I'd be able to get Marty into a home, because it was getting to the point where I really couldn't take care of him. You know what I mean by this. And but that's not what happened. So I got back home, and I realized to California that Marty, I thought he was doing okay, but he actually wasn't. I'll post another video on that later. But he passed after that prayer within about a week. And even though it was horrible, I don't wish this on anybody. And to lose him is, it's like losing everything. But things were about to come down hard on me, on us. There were family members, things that were going on. It was making it just extremely difficult. So he passed. And, the only good thing about that is that I know 100% he's in heaven, he's in bliss, he's good. I've had so many supernatural occurrences, which I'll talk about again later. But right now, let's just talk about you and what you're going through and how bad it is. So I want to share just a couple of things with you, so you're not alone. This is not to shame Marty or anyone with FTD. But it got to the point where I felt like I was living a Stephen King novel. So he's my favorite author. But when these characters almost come to life, and your husband, who's not even human anymore, it seems, because this disease is so cruel, it steals your humanity, that he becomes creepy. And there were times when I would wake up and he was staring at me with a horrible, creepy, monster, weird look on his face. There were times when he awakened me, and I would feel his hand on my leg. And I knew it was him because I know his hand, but he would be looking down at me with this very bizarre expression. He had hallucinations. He thought people were after him. He was fearful. He was creepy. He was scary. He was abusive. Yes, he tried to kill me on some occasions. He tried to suffocate me. When I went to bed at night, I didn't know if I was going to wake up. I mean, I just had to sort of trust God and all this because I would never hurt him, even to save my own life. So FTD is something that no one else will get it unless they've been in your shoes. But I'm just telling you that you will survive this and you'll come out whole on the other side, and there's going to be silver linings. For me, it's been all these supernatural experiences. I'll make another video to talk about those. But this one is just about telling you, look, you're not alone. You're not alone in this. Okay. So I'm going to share a poem with you that Marty wrote for me when he was actually still sick, and so I'm going to have to read it. Um, and this hopefully gives you that promise that your spouse still loves you in the midst of all this and how he's acting. He still loves you, and you can't fault this person for how they're behaving. Okay, so here goes. He sent me this text one night. Hi, my love. I'm up late reading as usual. I wanted to send you a note to tell you how much I love you. The Lord has truly blessed me with your presence in my life. I hope there's never a moment when you forget this. I could never imagine these past years without your love and beauty filling my world each and every day. I hope that in the coming years I can return all that you've given me tenfold. You're an amazing human being, and through you, I have felt God's grace touching my life in so many ways. I love you for all of eternity. So that's a brief snippet of all these poems that Marty had written to me over those years. And I want you to know that your loved one still loves you, and whether or not he or she can express it is still there. Okay, so good luck to everybody. You're not alone. I care for you. I love you. I wish you the best. You're gonna make it. Okay, all for right now. Okay, bye everybody.